G'day, hi me team, welcome to the show. Well, this week we're staying on board Island Passage in Vanuatu, and today we're fishing on board Shogun. And have a look at this ripper of a dogtooth tuna. We've got an action-packed show in store. Have a look at what's coming up. It's a trip of a lifetime for the lucky winner of the Escape with ET BCF competition, as we do battle with some of Vanuatu's monsters.
That's probably a fair income, 300 pound plus blue marlin.
I get some handy tips on shooting great video on the water. Only a 3.5 hour flight from Sydney, Vanuatu is made up of 83 islands and has a tropical and subtropical climate. Most of the islands are of volcanic origin, and some of the volcanoes are still very active. The luxurious Island Passage will be our accommodation for the week, and for all the guests, I'm sure it will be the trip of a lifetime. After a magnificent dinner, we woke to a beautiful day and jumped straight on board the 30-foot Blackwatch Shogun. We headed straight out to get into the fishing. Grant Barringer won last year's Escape with ET BCF competition to Vanuatu, and he invited his dad Graham to come along. The lures weren't in the water long, and Grant was onto his first fish.
Hey, there you go, buddy. Beautiful fish.
Yeah, they've got absolutely razor-sharp teeth, so that's why the guys knock them over the head pretty quick. If we're going to take it for dinner, which I think we will, it's a really nice size, be able to get some beautiful fillets off it.
Beautiful colouring.
Fastest fish in the ocean, these guys, they are absolute speedsters. Well, worthwhile winning that competition, eh? What do you reckon?
Yeah, bloody
The water around the edge here is around 100 metres deep. The perfect place to stretch the muscles and get into some deep water jigging. And with a couple of wines, I was hooked onto a solid fish. After a short fight, up popped a beautiful coral trout. Well, that's dinner taken care of. With our lures back in the water, the boys in the aluminium plate boat drove past with instant success. Now that's a big wahoo. Then crack, off goes one of our lures and guess he was on. We must definitely be on a wahoo hotspot.
There you go, what a magnificent looking fish, a wahoo. The colours in them are just spectacular. You can see that bright blue and those blue bars. And they're like a lot of the pelagic fish or the game fish. Once they're dead, those colours disappear and they go a really dull grey colour, but they are a magnificent looking fish in the water. That one's probably about 14 kilos, getting towards that 30 pound mark. And with that propeller on the back, it makes him one of the fastest, if not the fastest fish in the ocean. Look what he's done to that lure, ET. They have got the sharpest teeth in the business. Got a couple of guys that won a prize to come fishing with ET and myself for the week, and they've never seen these fish before. And if you haven't dealt with them before, you can imagine if your finger's in there when that when that jaw shuts and those teeth come together, you're in really big trouble. Look what he's done, destroyed that lure.
While we were stopped, Skipper Pete found a good school of fish on the sounder. So lines in and down with the jigs.
Get into him, son. Yeehaw! Got him on. Well, we're in the middle of nowhere. There's a volcano over my left shoulder. And the skipper said, there's a seamount here, I can see some fish. Why don't you drop your jig down? I don't know if that was a good idea or a bad idea, but
Come on, you got him.
first drop, we're away. Here he comes.
Not far away.
Doggy! Woo! Little doggy.
Nice little doggy.
Oh, and he's been hit by his mates, I think. Not a big doggy by any standards, but a doggy at that.
Well done, brother.
Thanks, man.
Good work.
So this is just another one of the critters that swims around the beautiful waters of Vanuatu. And if you stick your hand or your foot in the wrong place, you're going to lose an appendage. You can see those teeth, or what we call the dog teeth. So not actually a tuna, remember the bonito family. One tough fish, that's for sure, and took a liking, I should say, to my jig.
While Guesty was wrestling his dogtooth, Grant was into the jigging on the overhead and was into one as well. Oh, nice fish. In a matter of minutes, we had our second dogtooth to the boat. All right, well done, champion. Well done, prize winner. Look at that, hey? Dogtooth tuna. Fantastic. When you next travel to Vanuatu for that fishing trip of a lifetime, be sure to fly with Air Vanuatu. There's 35 direct flights from Sydney, Brisbane and Melbourne every week. Air Vanuatu, the friendliest smiles in the Pacific awaits you. We pulled up next to a bommy with a huge drop-off, tied on the jigs and sent them to the bottom. With barely one turn of the reel, my jig was annihilated. Yeah, mate. I'm working a Shimano Jig Rex rod and a beautiful 18,000 saltwater Stella. Got 80-pound braid. Well, at the moment, everything's staying tight. GT. Oh, hang on, it's a GT. It's a nice GT. No wonder it pulled so hard. 20 kilo of GT comes over the side. With the sun setting, we deployed the lures for one last effort, and within minutes, crash, off went the lure. We were finally onto a billfish as a magnificent sailfish went bounding around the ocean. With Fitzy in the gimbal, it was up to him to get the sailfish back to the boat. Come on, Fitzy, no pressure, mate. With those last few jumps, the fight was over. This is a better than average sailfish at around 30 kilo, and being caught on 15 kilo tackle was an awesome effort. Well done, Fitzy. We had about a 20-minute run back to the mothership with another magic sunset along the way. Once on board, we were straight into another 5-star dinner. We were up bright and early again to start the day with something a bit different, casting surface lures into the washers. Well, we're doing a bit of popper fishing around this massive rock. As you can see, it just comes up in the middle of nowhere out of deep water, and it's a perfect fish attractor. And right along the edge, there's lots of bait fish. There'll be fish like Wahoo patrolling. You could even have marlin coming this close, and obviously the big dogtooth tuna. We're trying our best to sort of stir something up there. Hopefully we'll have a bit of luck. It's just too fishy a spot not to catch something. With a crash, my lure was engulfed and I came up tight. Just came up and wiped the popper out right next to the cliff face over there. Didn't quite know what it was. Thought it might have been a coral trout. Got a beautiful big red bass. There we go. Red bass often contain ciguatera, which is a poison, so they can't be eaten. Now check out the dentures on this bloke. With the lava lures back in the water, once again we didn't have long to wait. Like one of our friendly Wahoo. Nice.
On a lava lure, I've spoken about them before. You can change, got those interchangeable heads there, and they work really well for all types of billfish, yellowfin, and of course Wahoo. Day 5 had quickly arrived, and so far a blue marlin had eluded us. Our last day on the water, surely our luck had to change. Peter headed out to one of his hot marlin spots. The lures are in the water, so all we could do is wait for a bite. The other boat radioed to say they just missed a hookup, and within seconds, one of our lures went screaming off. You wouldn't believe it. As I was clearing the shotgun lure, the marlin charged straight through the line and was hooked on my lure as well. Looks like a cracking big fish though. In all my years of game fishing, I haven't seen this happen before. Well, this was the plan, but not quite. We've hooked a really nice blue marlin here, and Rusty's hooked up, and I was clearing the shotgun line, which is the line that's right out the back. And unfortunately, the fish has either got wrapped up in this as well, or the hook's actually foul hooked the fish, so we're both hooked to the same fish at the moment. So, but the plan worked. We came a bit wider, looking for some marlin action, and we've certainly found that.
Hopefully the boys will bring it in close to the boat. We're going to have a good look.
Up she comes, a magnificent blue marlin.
Well, what a classic, mate. Got the big lava lure sitting firmly in the jaw. Look at that.
Yeah, Purple Lava Law did the trick. He was red hot, mate. I was inside the cabin there. He came in. Dead set. It was like you were on another trial on the way he came in there. It was pretty exciting stuff. And that's probably around about 160 kilos, probably close to 350 pounds. That's
awesome,
a great fish.
awesome fish, yep. Woo, absolute cracker. And gosh, it came in, it just come ripping straight across the spread, didn't it?
Charged off.
Unbelievable.
Great, and we can look out closer in. We are. We're in hundreds of metres of water here, and you can see the land behind us, and that's a fantastic fish. What Vanuatu's all about.
Yep, absolutely.
Now this is a magnificent blue, and we always practice catch and release when it comes to billfish. Away she goes, down to the depths to live and fight another day. Cheers.
Well, we've had a great time staying on board Island Passage. Now that is one of the best vessels I've ever been on, and a definite must-do. And out here on the water, on the blue water, on board Shogun with Pete the skipper and Tommy, well, we had an absolute ball catching. Plenty of dogtooth tuna, some marlin, wahoo, and all the rest. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I look forward to escaping with you somewhere on the water next week. See you then.